good day and welcome back to our channel. So today we are going to pick it up from where we stopped at our last video. So last time we talked about how to set up your Google Cloud Console and also how to create an instance in it. So we created this instance. So in case if you've not watched that video, please go back and watch it before we continue with this one. So in today's class, we are going to be talking about something different, which is how to connect your Google Cloud to your terminal. So, but we are going to be using the terminal Mobaxterm for this particular class. Alright, so let's jump right. Alright, so if you look here, you will see that my instance is actually powered off. Alright, so this is also very, very important. So once you're done with whatever you are doing, please make sure you power off your instances to save your credit. Okay, so it's powered off right now, so I'm going to turn it on for us to move on to what we have for today. So to power it on, click on this box here, this little box here, and then you click on start. So if you want to stop it, it's still the same procedure. Click on the box and then click stop, but this time around we are going to be starting our terminal. So I'm going to click start. Alright, so let me refresh this. And alright, so it stopped, fully stopped. So I'm going to click on this box again and then click start. Alright, it's going to ask me if I want to, and then I'll say yes, start. Okay, so that's it. So I'm going to give it some few seconds for it to fully start. Alright, my instance has been powered on. So if you look here, you're going to see that I have my external IP or my public IP here right now. So that is one indication that my instance has fully started. So what I'm going to do right here is to copy it to clipboard. So just hover here close to the external IP and click the copy. Okay, so I've copied it now. Next thing I'm going to do is to go to my Mobaxterm. So this is the interface you're going to see in your Mobaxterm when you come on. Next, you're going to click on session by the top left corner. So click on this session here by the top left corner. When you click on session, you are going to click on SSH because you're going to be using SSH to be connecting our Google Cloud to our Mobaxterm. So click on SSH, and here where it says remote host, you are going to type in your Gmail username first. You're going to type in your Gmail username at the copied IP address. So if you are maybe Emmanuel something something at gmail.com, then you put Emmanuel something something at the IP address, the public IP address that you copied. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and type in mine. I'm going to pause it and quickly type in, and then we'll come back and continue from where we start. Alright, so here I've put in my Gmail username and also at the public IP address that I copied. Next thing, you're going to click on this advanced SSH settings. So when you click on it, don't do anything to it, just click OK. Okay, now give it some few seconds. You're going to see it's going to say failed. Basically what this is saying is failed, but don't fret. Okay, don't fret, we're just basically starting off our configuration. So next thing you're going to do at this junction is this. So go to the tools that is on your up bar, right? Your tools close to X server. When you get there, click on the tools. Now scroll down to where you will see mobile key gen in brackets SSH key generator. So mobile key gen SSH key generator. So we are going to be using this to generate our SSH key. So go ahead and click on it. It's going to open. So when this pops up to your screen, all you have to do is click on generate, right? When the Mobaxterm SSH key generator pop up to your screen, click on generate. Now when you click on generate, if you notice, this is really slow. So what you're going to do is at the box in the center, just hover on it and boom, it's done for you. Now my key has been sent out or set up for me, generated for me, and just below where you see generate, we have load, and we also have save private key. That is the very first thing you have to do, save private key. So I'm going to save it. I'm going to click on save private key. It's going to tell me, are you sure you want to save this key without a passphrase to protect it? Just say yes. Okay. Now it's going to take me where I want to save it, and currently I'm saving mine inside my downloads. Okay. So I'm basically going to change it to all files, and you can give it any name you want. So in this class, in this one, I'm going to call it Splunk main key, right? So that's what I call it, because this particular instance, I'm going to be installing my Splunk Enterprise on it. So I'm going to go ahead and click save, and yes, it's been saved for me. So the next thing we are going to do here now is to go ahead and copy the public key. So you save the private key to your computer, to your local computer, and then you copy the public key. Make sure you copy everything correctly. So right now I've copied my public key. Alright, after copying it, like I said, please make sure you copied it correctly. Now go back to your Google Cloud console. So when you come back here, scroll down just where you are, inside your compute engine. Scroll down until you find metadata. So when you see this metadata under settings, click on it. So when you click on it, it's going to give you two options, metadata and SSH keys. So I'm going to be using my SSH keys. So click on SSH keys, and when you click on SSH keys, here I don't have anything at this point, so I'm going to click add SSH key. So scroll down until you see add SSH key, and then click on it. Now enter public SSH key. So basically you're going to paste the public key that you copied. So paste it here. Now when you paste it, please, this is important, okay? When you paste it, you are going to delete the last sentence or the last code that is in this public key and replace it with your username, with your Gmail username. Okay, so at this junction, I'm going to pause the video and go ahead to delete it. So before I actually pause it, let me take off what I'm talking about down to the RSA. So delete it till you get to the RSA before the double equal to. So this is where I'm going to stop, and then I'm going to type in my Gmail username. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it. Please make sure you type this correctly. You're going to be typing in your Gmail here where we have the RSA. Just delete it from the RSA down to the last number and replace it with your Gmail username. Okay, so once you're done, go ahead and click save. So my case is being saved at this moment, 7 SSH keys. So it's going to take a few seconds. Successfully saved SSH keys, and here I also have my username, which is very important. You can just copy this username. It is very important. So at this junction, what you have to do is go back to your Mobaxterm. So I'm going to come back here to my Mobaxterm, and I'm going to click start local terminal. So I'm going to start like this. Now the next thing we are going to be doing here is to bring in the private key we saved to our local system. We have to bring it to the home of our Mobaxterm. So make sure you are on home of the Mobaxterm. You can do PWD to confirm. So here it's telling me I'm on home of my Mobaxterm. So, and if I do ls-la, so we have some videos coming up on the Linux system and how to navigate it, and you are also going to be learning some of these commands. So when I do this, so these are all the keys I have here, right? But the key I just created, the private key that I just created is not here. So I will make sure that I bring it into this place. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. So first thing I'm going to do is ls-la and /drives, just to list my drives. Okay, I'll record my command with the up arrow key and type in my C. Now this is the content of my C drive. I'm going to recall it. I'm going into my user. I already know how the path. So this is my user and this is what I have here. I'm going to recall it again with my up arrow key, and then I'm going to type my username, which is Amarachi, and I'm going to hit my enter. And this is everything inside my Amarachi, but this is not where I am going. I am actually going to my download, which is where I saved the private key. Alright, so let me clear my screen again. I'm going to record my command, and here I'm going to type my downloads, hit enter, and now this is going to give me everything that is inside my downloads. Okay, so at this time what I'm looking for is the key, the private key that I just saved. So it's really important that you remember what you saved your private key with. But if you don't remember, don't also fret. You can always go back to your downloads or to whatever location you saved it to confirm the name, okay, before you carry on. But if you know the name, just go ahead and type it in here. So my own key, I saved it is Splunk main. So if you're not so sure of the extension that the key was saved with, just type the beginning of what you used to save it and then end it with an asterisk or a white card. So I'm going to hit enter, and now it's telling me the exact extension that this my key was saved with, and it saved with Splunk main key .ppk. So I must make sure that I capture everything here for me to bring in the right file into the home of my Mobaxterm. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to record my command. So I already know what it is, Splunk main key .ppk. But this is ls-la, but what I wanted to do is to copy it. Alright, so I'm going to do my Control A to go back to the beginning of my line. And at this time, I'm going to do Control D until I delete all the ls-la, and then I'm going to write CP. So CP stands for copy, okay? So at this time, I'm going to do another Control E to bring me to the end of my line, okay? So here, what you are going to do is give it a space and then put a dot. So this dot is basically saying home of, wherever you are, your present working directory, okay? So my present working directory right now is home of Mobaxterm. So what I'm saying is copy this Splunk main key .ppk to where I am currently seated on, which is the home of my Mobaxterm, and I'm going to go ahead and hit my enter, and boom, if I do my ls-la, you see beneath this I have my Splunk main key .ppk. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to change the permission. Okay, I don't like the permission it currently has, so I'm going to change the permission, and to change the permission I'm going to do chmod 400 and then Splunk main key .ppk. Okay, so we'll talk more about permissions, but you can go ahead and check it out and find out what it means. But if I recall my command, the ls-la, you will see that the permission I have on this particular key has changed. Okay, so So from here, you're going to continue to the next level. So remember the username that you copied after inputting your SSH. So in case if you didn't copy it, you can go back to copy it, right? So how to confirm that? You can just go ahead and paste. Okay, so that means it has changed. I need to go copy it again. So I need to come in here and then I need to copy this. Okay, and then I have to come back to my Mobaxterm. So here now what we are going to do is we are going to log in. Okay, so how do you log in? Basically, I'm going to say SSH-I, and before we do this, it's very important that you note how this key is spelled because you are going to be using it to log in. Okay, so I'm going to try to log in now, SSH-I, and I'm going to say Splunk main key .ppk. Now, next thing to is paste in the IP address. Sorry, the username that you copied. No, so it has cancelled again. So basically, I need to copy it again. Come back here and then paste it. Now, so after pasting, you are going to put in your key. Now, after this key, you are going to put in the IP address, the external IP address. So for us to get the external IP address, we have to go back to our Google. Now, when you come back here, remember we are under metadata, but we need to go back to our VM instances. So from where you are, just scroll up until you see your VM instances. When you get in here, just come and copy the public IP address, okay? And then go back to your Mobaxterm and paste it. And that is it. Hit your enter key, give it a few seconds, and boom, I'm officially logged in, okay? So basically, I can go ahead and do whatever I want to do at this point, which is going to be installing our Splunk Enterprise. Alright, but we are going to give it a stop here at this moment. So on our next video, we are going to walk us through how to install our Splunk Enterprise on our created Google instance. So if you want to use it for any other thing, go ahead and do that.